Teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. On play action, Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they'll take it right down Broadway. The 40. Past the 20.
Get off the field.
And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
All day, baby. That's all day.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Hey, 47. Go, get out there.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
47.
Prescott now. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Off the play fake, Buckner. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Isabella now from his end zone. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Julian Okwara. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Touchdown, Detroit. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A handoff left, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Come on now. Let's do this.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Flush to his right. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Prescott yet again. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys claw one back. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Get it happen,
Picked up by
Captain.
Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Following the interception, here's Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 106 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. The point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Isabella now from his end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go 47. Under. Here we go 47.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
A final shot before break. Buckner. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on 1st down. Buckner. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Isabella now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. Shifts past him at the 45. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
Off play action. Buckner. Flushed out right. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, Buckner. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Off the play fake, Prescott. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. They'll look to throw. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
That ball caught by Harrison. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Here's a handoff out of the gun. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Prescott on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Buckner. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Buckner being chased out left.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Throwing on second and long. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Third and short yardage. Prescott. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
Man, 220 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that...
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. A big offensive explosion helped.